Right, time for us to continue forward. Before we continue, I highly recommend turning this to nighttime. We're going to get ourselves an extra larval tier here. So we're going to go in, pass time till nightfall. Enemies here may be a little bit tougher. I haven't tested it this early. Got some ogre type enemies. They can be a bit of a pain in the ass. We don't really have to fight many of them to get the loot in the village. But let's just have a play, see how this feels. Yeah, we should be fine. Cool. A little bit longer to kill one than I'd like, but we're okay. So if we continue down here, about where the base of this tree is, there's another dude with a pot on its head that shines. It's going to give us a scatter tree blessing. I started calling him the Skaduken because I don't know why, it just kind of started flowing off my mouth while I was streaming. But here he is right here, look. So if you want to come down and defeat all these, you get yourself an extra blessing. Probably make it look like we didn't need to run around and grab them all, but it was just in case people wanted to have the upgrades and then be able to go off and explore on their own. I know some people like to clear areas, then come back and see how they're doing. So I figured that would be helpful for people. With all of that cleared, then we're going to come on over towards this little town here. It's called Prospect Town, something like this. Not exactly tons in the way that we need to care about. We could beat these. In fact, we should. We should get you. Golden eyes over there. Scary, aren't they? Little Shreks. Get you out of the way. Yummy. Sapping your souls away. And I suppose I should also mention... we'll wait until we get the map up, because otherwise it's not going to work, is it? We'll mention the spirit upgrade over there. In fact, you can see it. The statue that's right above my head right now. If you want to go over there, that will give you a revered spirit ash, and that's going to upgrade your spirit while you're in the DLC. So you can see... So you can see we're taking this little bit of ruin here up, and that's going to take us onto the Prospect Town platform now. And of course we can now bring into play Meat here. It's going to make this whole place feel like nothing. I did this solo, not even really bothering with a summon. Now that I've seen, there's literal physic concoctions that will improve the spirit now. It's fully a part of your build in the DLC, so the idea of not utilizing it is kind of a bit silly. I realise I don't have a thing under. I actually can cast with my... It's my Uchi. I keep forgetting. We're going to take advantage of that in a minute. Just follow it around. Fairly linear, as you can see in here. It's not until we get to the legacy dungeons that everything's all gone a bit crazy. Keep on heading over. A bit of a fight, you might say. Good job we got Moonblade. Oh man. You got me good there. Oh, it's a red eye one as well. That's why that one's still alive. How much Moonblade do you want? We've got all of the Moonblade. Get up. Looking good. Looking good. Grab all the loops, just check around everywhere. Been through before, but it's not like I've memorized everything in just 1 or 2 passes. Then we should get Talisman at the end. Should see a pattern emerging. This happens a fair amount, actually, with the little settlements. Quite a lot of them, actually. Outer God Heirloom. You know, I didn't even see what this did. Oh, raises arcane. Cool. Didn't notice that. I guess that was kind of missing. Yeah. That makes good sense. So now, means it's night time. Let's head out. Probably would be quicker to fast travel to the Grace, but we should be. Let's head on down. Come on down. No, I didn't see that. How did I not see that? Beast blood. Wasn't missing out on much. Alright then, so just so that I have shown it, there's the statue we were talking about before. That's where you'll get your revered spirit ash, which will allow your ash summon to be doing better. And then up this way, as you can see, we've got the blue glowing graves just up ahead. Killed your dog, buddy. Don't care. I would. And then we can collect ourselves an extra level tier. Don't really need it, but I just figured people will like it. Whenever you see these guys that like knelt down, don't attack them. These ones actually give you cookbooks, which is useful, to say the least. This one is fireproof pickled liver, just in case you want it. Now we can continue onward. The giant sheep are literally just bigger sheep. They do cast lightning, so if you happen to fight one, just bear that in mind. Now we're going to jump up to the top. This is actually where we're going to collect something. I'm obviously not going to be collecting something at the church, but again, just to make sure we are fairly complete in running these areas, want to make sure that we do touch on everything that are in the zones. So we have the next painting. Grab that. Incursion. And with that picked up, what we're going to do is head on over to the church. You can see the steeple, right? I don't think we can jump straight down, which is a bit of a shame. Technically didn't test it, but it looks too far to me. Although we are able to choose you. Which I'm sure will make some people happy. We do that? Just. Alright then, with that done, we will now have the blessed blue talisman. Blessed blue dew talisman. There we go. That's where that was. So that's all of the loot done. That's good. Very good. Now we're going to head back to the central grace that we have right here. From here, we're going to turn our attention north. Because we now have the art for this, there's a dragon here we'll kill that's guarding a katana. And we'll go ahead, clear this village. And we're going to hit this and this little shack right here. So a few little points that we just want to touch on. Sorry, I just took up there, didn't I? Shouldn't take us too long. I'm sure there'll be more enemies to face along the road. That's the wrong way. I was going the wrong way. But I head west, not north. Oh, it is north. Oh my god, I'm just being stupid. So we're going to head up this way and we're going to loop around. That's going to bring us to this shack. This is going to give us the hefty pot recipe that I want us to use for the golems. Alright, so let's take a look at this just so you guys can see. This is going to be the hefty furnace pot. Now, if we go into item crafting, so we can take a look at this, this actually requires some fairly rare resources, including the visitors, which we mostly get from defeating the golems, but we will find some on the ground, as we just got 2 just there. It takes 3 to beat one, so having 3 is enough to beat one, but it means you have no spares in case you miss. The Ember of Bezel is pretty easy to get once we get across the bridge, so don't worry too much about that one. But as we go along, just make sure you don't waste those pots. It's a big warning from me. Do not waste those pots on anything other than the big golems. Let's go ahead and grab extra levels here. That puts us on 3 now for the DLC. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. And I suppose we might as well tag the Grace. It's right here. I'm not sure if we've got enough to level. We'll check. We do. It's from Dex for me. Thank you. Alright then. Now we can clear this out. We're going to head into the middle part of the town. There's not really much of a boss here. So we're just going to head in. When we tear out. It's basically nothing burger now. We're just going to clear through this really easy. More free runes, basically. Like, man, meet your blue there. Oh, there's a dude behind him. You resurrect them? You better not. I think it's buffing them. Into the back. I think this room's actually pretty clear. Oh, there's loot in here. Why do I think there's loot in here? Bit minging. Alright, grab that. Ailment talisman. Another one that I don't really like. Sound of, bit weird. Got it anyway. Was there loot on one of the roofs? I don't think so. Not much in the way there. No, so whilst we're back here, what we really should do is come over to the side and pick these off. This way we're not really going to get ambushed or anything. Alright, no good. This would be Spirit Ash upgrade. And then I think there's a little bit of loot down here, but I think I got it when I was just clearing the area. No, I didn't. I left it on purpose, like, just so that we can see it. Bit of loot. It's fine. And then the village is pretty much done, but there is a little kind of back building, so we'll go do that as well. We're on 40 minutes. We're looking pretty good, actually, for this episode. Sorted. Head on around to the side. Hello, free runes. Take that. Thank you. Nothing majorly essential. I think there's one enemy inside. Sorry. You look like you're all mournful and everything, but we're not about that. Sorry. I have no sympathy for you, bug lady. Alright, so be careful here because there's going to be a lot of dogs. Where's the rest? It's literally a pack of them. Taking them out mostly because I don't want to get ambushed from behind. Sometimes they can chase you pretty far. And there's quite a few of the grave birds, the mechanical looking bird things over there on some plinths, and we want to clear those out so we can get some armor. I don't want no rear ganking, thank you. Cool thing here is they're actually staying in place until we try to collect the armor, so we get free shots at these. 3 of them all together. Oh, excuse me. And you. Stand there and watch as I charge it up. There we go. And then we get the first piece of grave bird armor. Nice, cool looking armor. It's a shame that poise is so important in the DLC. Alright, so what we're on 60 minutes, that's perfect. So right now we should be close to the jail. Something rat jail. We're going to go ahead, we're going to tag this. This is where we're going to finish the episode. We just want to have it tagged and the rest of that now. And the next episode will in fact be us doing this Ballarat jail as its own video, probably. So maybe a shorter part, but I really do want to have those dungeons knocked out as their own 100% individual video. And it saves me a bit of time if I just do it as a part of the walkthrough, so we'll do it that way, I think. With that done, we'll come back out, and now we can head top of the mount over there. Pretty sure it's this one. There we are. Thank you, good sir. I'll have some loot, please. Serpent Crest Shield. I don't know what the requirements on that are. 12 strength. Good guard boost, though. We could get a good boost out of that. What's that? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Low strength requirement, realistically. Alright, so tons of black enemies here. We could go ahead and just start kind of rinsing them for some extra runage. Right now, what I actually want to do is get this dragon dealt with. So we're going to do that next. Right in the middle of the lake. We don't actually have to fight it, but I don't see why we wouldn't. Can't summon until he wakes up. Come on, you. You could just get the katana and leave, but you know we don't do that. You ready to get spiraled, my friend? Doesn't look like you are to me. Get away from that when he's doing that. Come on, you must be close to a stun with that much health percent. Oh, I got a gavel on there as well. Mimic is absolute crazy as a combat mage. Hello. Like you read my mind. Alright then, one minor little bit of piece on top. This is what's not going to get edited out. You guys asked for it. One minor piece of loot should be down this way in a little camp. So we're just going to go ahead, grab that, and then we can go back to the jail. Everything's fair game now. Don't need to save FP for anything. Here we have Ash of War, Savage Lion's Claw. So, however you want to do it, make your way back over to the Bellarat jail, as that is where we're going to be picking up from in the next episode.